Good morning, players. So there was a debate last night between Stacey Abrams, Brian Kemp, and some libertarian honey that was really in attack mode, I declare. Brian Kemp was definitely Brian Kemping last night, and Stacey Abrams was definitely doing what she do. Let's look at the highlights.
I know Miss Abrams is upset and mad.
On.
Well, there's a federal background check. There's a federal background check on every individual that buys a firearm in the United States of America.
Which shouldn't exist either.
So, that is not true.
Well, the point, I understand the point you're making, but the point is, when you buy a firearm, you get a background check.
Mr. Kemp,
none of the laws
changed.
Mr. Kemp, if you purchase a weapon in Georgia through a gun sale or a private sale, through a gun show or a private sale, you're not subject.
Georgians, because we are the ones that have been fighting for you when Miss Abrams was not. We were giving tax refunds. We were doing tax cuts. We were suspending the gas tax to help you deal with 40-year high inflation when she was criticizing us.
Stacey Abrams, 30-second rebuttal.
I would point out that Mr. Kemp did not address the needs of purchasing and contracts for black and brown-owned businesses, which is what he has refused to do for the last 16 years. We know that $10.9 billion has been delivered to the state of Georgia through two recent acts at the congressional level. And Brian Kemp does not have a plan for making certain that people of color have access to those contracts, access to purchasing. It was only in July of this year that he finally acknowledged that there might be a problem. He has said that we need to study it. I would tell him, just cheat off of my paper. I know the answer. This is a governor who, for the last 4 years, has beat his chest but delivered very little for most Georgians. He has weakened gun laws and flooded our streets. He has weakened our privacy rights and women's rights. He has denied women the access to reproductive care. Mr. Kemp, what you are attempting to do is continue the lie that you've told so many times. I think you believe it's the truth. I support law enforcement and did so for 11 years, worked closely with the Sheriff's Association. I'm probably the only person standing here who's ever actually written a SOP for a police department when I was working for the city of Atlanta. But I have two brothers, one who has committed crimes, and I want his victims to be able to call the police and get the help they need, and I've always supported that right. But I have another brother who has faced being pulled over for driving while black when he was coming back from his job as a social worker. Unlike you, I don't have the luxury of relying on slogans to describe my position on public safety.
Stacey, not cheat off my paper. When she said that, I had to clutch my invisible damn pearl. And look at Brian trying to stereotype her as the mad black woman. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Hey, it was a pretty good debate. I ain't even gonna hold your players. Let me know what you're thinking. Put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mova reporting for the Black Accurate News, where I'm black and the news is always petty. But I bet you, by golly, why, baby, it's gonna be accurate.